Hello down here and welcome to a a manga recommendation video. However, this one, as you can tell from the title, it's gonna be a bit ranty, if if that's even a word. But yeah, this manga recommendation will be for Deadman Wonderland. And I would normally start with the summary, but I'm not going to say it. I'll show it. And you can pause it if you want to read it. Are you all done? Good. Now, the reason I'm not saying this is because most people that are going to even click on this video probably already know what it is. Some of them will be angry at me. Some of them are going to be happy about why I'm talking about this. And that's because this is a manga that never got fully got a full anime adaptation. They got one season. That was it. Plus an OVA, which is technically canon. But they did I forget how many volumes of it they did, but they could have they could have done a season 2. But the anime didn't do well in Japan, is from what I've heard, and that's why they didn't make a second season. It did well in the West, but it did not do well in Japan. From what I've always known. And would I want a second season of this? Of course, because it's a great manga. But it's not going to happen. It is never going to happen, and this is why I'm making this a manga recommendation video, because this is mainly for all of those people who are adamant about there possibly being another season of this manga. And I'm just here to tell them it's never going to happen. It's been way too long for a second season to just suddenly start back up. And yeah, I had a bunch of stuff here written down, a bunch of different stuff here written to talk about, but I just decided to talk like this instead. Because and I could talk about some of the stuff that makes it interesting. People already know it's interesting. Which is why else do you think people want a second season of the anime? And they're just too stubborn to read. Like what the hell? Come on. It's not that hard to read a manga. There are some manga that even have that thing in the back or the left side, the last page, that even has a little diagram that tells you how to read a manga, not just from right to left, but actually has a diagram. I might have it up right now on the video, and it's seriously not hard to read manga. It's something that you would have to get. Of course, people have to get used to how they read, but I've been reading them so much that, of course, I am used to reading like that. I can switch back and forth between reading a normal, this is still a light novel, but reading a normal book and then going to read manga where you're reading the other way around. Yeah. And I know how this is all sound. I don't know how this is all sounding to some of you, but this is still somewhat ranty, because to all those anime watchers for Deadman Wonderland and won't read the manga, just read the damn manga. because it is such a great story, and you're missing so much just because you are trying to wait for another season that is never ever gonna happen. It's been, like I said before, it's been way too long since that first season came out that there's never gonna that it's pretty much confirmed by now that they'll never make another season of it. And also, I'll make one point that I say on here that I have on here is that there is one character that didn't have much screen time in the anime that is also like one of the more interesting characters, and I don't mean like the Red Man and all that. I'm talking about I forgot what his code was. Was it? I don't remember what it was. Was it like Hummingbird or something like that? But it's a character Toto Sakagami, who is like extremely interesting, like the most intriguing character in there. And like but in the anime, people kind of figure out who the Red Man actually is. But then there's like plot twists and plot twists and plot twists and plot twists. There's a lot of plot twists in it. That's always keeps you on your toes about trying to figure out what is actually happening. But then, hey, a plot twist happens again, and now it just changes everything. And the ending was really good. I really like the ending to the manga. Oh, and if you're still now wondering if if you're still on the fence about actually reading it, let me tell you that it's not a long manga by, well, today's standards of like 60 something volumes. This is only like 13. It's only 13 volumes. It's not that long. This is actually this was the first manga that I actually completed a full set of, because I wanted to read more of it, because I wanted to know what was going to happen, because I kind of figured that there wasn't going to be a second season. And hey, lo and behold, I was right. There has not been a second season for years and years. So, I know there's a manga recommendation, and I'm just ranting about people not reading it, but that's kind of the point of the video, of this certain manga recommendation video, and why I have the title that I have. Because people need to stop being so stubborn and pick up the damn manga. That's it.